Hey everyone, Imran, Web Squadron. I'm about 2 minutes late just because I had to have a word with my son because he keeps coming in and telling me stuff, and I said, I don't need to know about that, okay? If you and your friends are playing outside and someone says something that you don't like, deal with it. I don't need to be chaperoning and helping you out with every little problem. Like if you're playing with spiders and one of you is scared or whatever, deal with it, all right? I don't need to know. It's Monday, start of the week. I need to kind of sort out some stuff that I wanted to get done this week that I might delay till next week, mainly because the last 4-5 weeks, summer holidays with my son at home, even though I'm getting videos out, don't get me wrong, I'm still getting big videos out. I really have to do them at awkward times of the day and stuff like that to get things done. Hey, Carapace. And my son starts back at school in 8 days' time, and I cannot wait for him to go back to school. Hey, Jason, I can't wait because juggling work, things, when you have to be in a certain mindset when you're recording videos or talking to a client or designing websites, when you do have kids coming in and out, trust me, it becomes tricky. And then what doesn't always help is when my wife gets home from work, because now I want to jump into just focusing on something, she's then unhappy because I'm now just focusing on work, and it's like trying to juggle so many different people and so many different things. Sorry, just going to quickly, someone's just left a message I just got to reply to. Cool. Yes, so tonight there is a live chat with me and Paul again. This time it's going to be kind of similar to the video I released yesterday, which is about page builders and their prices. Because, hey Eddie, because there's been quite a bit of noise, maybe more from the Web Squadron, groupies, about the pricing for Brickdance. Please don't forget to hit like if you're watching, because when you like, we like. And we're not against breakdance. And if breakdance can come along, and almost offer a different solution to what you kind of get like with Elementor, it's got a nice interface. You cannot deny, right? It has got a really lovely, easy, clean interface, right? You got to get used to it, obviously, if you're familiar with Elementor and stuff, but, it's got a nice layout. However, the pricing structure for breakdance has got a lot of people. Hey, Mark. Hey, D. Stijong. Hey, Brian Harper. Hey, Andrew Downey. Eddie, I've already said hi to. Erling as well. Hope you're all doing okay. So the whole thing about the breakdance pricing, it's just not, it just doesn't work. I cannot find a justification fully for how they're doing their explain it, basically. I can explain bit of it, but it's the other bit, the core bit, the majority bit. And I think we'll talk more about that. Well, if I'm honest, Carapace, okay, there is a part of me that just feels a little bit unhappy with doing anything to support breakdance. Let me explain why. I had quite a bit of back and forth with Louis from Breakdance on, I think it was Saturday night. It was Saturday and Saturday night, which led to me doing my video on Sunday about page builder prices and why I got a bit hecked up about what my thoughts were. And then late last night, and I'm talking about 2 a.m. in the morning, my time, 2 a.m. in the morning, I was still having back and forth with Louis. And all of his justification for why he wouldn't take up something that me and Paul have both suggested and others, it was ridiculous. And I want to talk more about that tonight, so I don't want to give away too much, so I'm going to leave a lot of it. So there's been some further development, and all I'm going to say, the logic is not there. The logic is just not there. To be honest, Carapace, To be honest, Carapos, I'm probably more keen to support Bricks, if I'm really honest. I get a lovely vibe off Bricks. I mean, don't get me wrong, breakdance, you could easily use it and get on board with it really quickly. Hey, Pickstar. Hey, David O'Connell. But the pricing model they got is just not right. Let me just check stuff. Brian Harper, work-life balance. Yeah, I mean, look, like I said, when my son gets back to school, like today, I was going to do... You know how I did a really big Elementor tutorial today, about 2 hours long, video I've released. Spent loads of time on Friday recording it, Saturday editing it, and now it's released. I wanted to do one on WooCommerce, a really, really detailed video. But hey, Pickstar, but could I do my WooCommerce video today with my son at home? No, not happening. You know, so there's quite a few stuff I wanted to do with Atarim as well. I'm going to have to delay all of those videos till next week because I'm really struggling to get in the mindset, composure, the right ambience, basically in the room and all of that. Okay, yeah, Eddie, I know. To be honest, Eddie, I'm a Liverpool fan. And right now, I get stressed out watching Liverpool, so I need a distraction. Now, Andrew, when you say here, yeah, could we can a completion date? What do you mean by that, Andrew? Oh, right, okay, yeah, when you're waiting for context and they want you to complete down. I'm just quickly running down the questions, all right? So I'm really sorry if I've not said hi to anyone or anything like that. Hey, David. I mean, I'll be honest, yeah, is that I think breakdance, okay, breakdance has got legs, like a millipede. It has got legs. It could be super, super powerful and really... Ooh, sorry, that's because I'm not logged in. But it's super, super powerful, and I think there's loads of stuff you could do with it. My big issue with it is the pricing model, and where they're pitching it is wrong. I'm not just saying it's wrong. It's flipping wrong, okay? It's flipping wrong. Hey, Alex. Just checking the comments here. Don't worry, Erling. To be honest, though, you know, I mean, let's not get into football, okay? Let me give you 2 reasons why. The greatest way to create, what's the word? The greatest way to polarize an office is to start talking football or politics, right? So I'm going to request that we don't discuss football, because the best way to polarize and to create because people can get really, really passionate about football, they like a team, they dislike a team and all of that. Yeah, it can start to become very polarized. So politics, football, religion, they are some of the things that I always say are polar or can really polarize and put people off. So let's be careful of that. Right, let me just go on to Andrew. Right, client's email this morning. Can we have a completion date? But the pages are lacking content. Yeah, we get that. And I often go, yeah, but the best one is when a client says, do you think we'll finish by Friday? And you kind of go, maybe if you provide X, Y, Z, which we've been asking for ages. So, Andrew, would anyone dare to go down the breakdance route? I think there's going to be a lot of people that feel a little bit fed up with Elementor that will go to breakdance. However, what me and Paul are going to talk about tonight, I think is going to put a lot of them off. Paul, I'm guessing Morecambe Shrimps is a football team, but I don't know really who they are. Yep, so Alex, I'm going to come on to your point as well. Okay, I just wanted to wait to know you were ready for it. Pickstar, that is on my agenda, by the way. So I will try and get Thomas on a live chat just to talk up a bit more. The thing is, though, Alex, I'm still using Elementor. It is, I'm not falling out of love with it. All I'm saying is where is it going to go? Where is it going to be in 2 years' time? Because if you look at 2022, there's been no developments. They haven't answered a load of issues we have with it. They haven't made it easier and simpler. There's still loads of stuff that we have to do with CSS styling that we shouldn't have to do. It should be a setting inside Elementor. So I just think that they need to spruce things up a bit. I'm not asking for new features. Hey, Robin from China, hope you're okay. We're not asking Elementor to overload loads of new features. No, we don't want that. You know, mega menu stuff like that, that'd be good. The Flexbox container final version would be very good. Like last night, I had a one-to-one consultation with someone from Atlanta. Not Atlanta, Georgia. Or was Atlanta, Georgia? Same thing, isn't it? And they had problems on their website. And when I looked at it, I said to them, you're using Flexbox container. That's why you're getting all these problems, right? So with Elementor, I think they need a few new things, but also tighten up what we've got. Text editor, we have an extra space, get rid of that. Add a CSS in. Accordion, close it up when you don't want to open it. Add it in. You know, tabs with an image. Save us having to put HTML in or something. Add it all in. So that's what they've got to do. Hey, Artif, hope you're okay. Right, I'm just going to quickly double check before I talk about something that Alex has mentioned. Good point, Eddie. You know, I think speaking to founders is a good... by the way, I have said to Louis 4 times now from Breakdance, let's do a live chat. I've said it 4 times. On all 4 occasions, he has not answered. And I keep saying to him, so don't you want to do a live chat? Hey, let's do a live chat. Let's clarify. Let's debate. Let's do a live chat. He won't even answer that. He completely ignores that bit of my flipping question. Hey, Melissa, hope you're okay. Yep, conditional logic, I think, will be a great one. Right, I want to quickly mention something, okay, about Alex, who sent me a question about when is the best time to sign off and then handle amendments. So I'm going to keep this really, really brief, okay? David, I'm going to keep pushing, and you know what? I might get a bit personal and say, are you afraid? You know, are you chicken? Are you afraid? Come on, get on. You know, I'm no one special. You're probably a millionaire, Louis, right? You must have money to do what you're doing. I'm a nobody. But come on, get on a live chat with me. Image carousel would be the best, Andrew. Or you could use a testimonial carousel as well, like the media carousel. Yeah, exactly, Group. Right, let's get back onto Alex's question. You start building a website, okay? And what you're going to do is once you've decided on the content for the homepage and everything else, you build out the homepage, right? Then you give it to the client or send it to the client or an image or whatever and say, do they agree with it? If they agree with it, Alex, you then get an email back from them and make clear to them, right, the homepage is now signed off. The homepage is signed off and now you move on to the other pages, right? And you can either get sign off page per page, which can take time, or you go, right, at a midpoint or an end point, you go, right, now we're signed off. If the client then comes back and says, actually, we want to change the wording on the homepage, that's okay. I want to change an image, that's okay. But if they then say, I want to change the layout, you now have to say to them, well, that's signed off. If we now have to do that, that's extra time, so there will be an extra charge. And what you really want to be doing is, before you start the homepage, you get your 50% deposit. If they now make further changes, I would get that money now before you get to the final. Because what you don't want is you get to the final and they go, oh, you know what, I'm not going to pay you for those extra changes because our contract states da-da-da-da-da. No, if they go and change a signed off page, you need to get money in to get further. And then when you get to the end, you let them have a chance to review, you do your amendments, and then final 50% is paid and you've closed off. If afterwards they want some content changed, well, you don't do that. You don't do that unless they're part of a care package because it was signed off. And if they're not part of a care package, then you do it, but you tell them what the cost is. What you don't do is say, well, it's signed off. Yeah, we'll change it for you. Changing an image or text, you can get away with. Changing a full-blown layout, you know. Then again, if it's a 5-minute job, you could just do it. But the minute you do a 5-minute job, there'll be another 5-minute job and another 5-minute job. And what if they're 10-minute jobs? What if the 10 minutes becomes an hour, half a day, a full day? You're just giving away free time. And the minute you do one, you might create a rod for your back where now you set a precedent and you're always doing it. Oh yeah, Imran, can you just switch that? Oh, you know what? I don't want to use Lato. Can we go to Times New Roman? Ooh, can we change our colour scheme? I don't want green. I want piss yellow. Right? I want urine. I want the colour of urine all over my website. And you go and do that. Right? Hey, Peter. Right, sorry if I've missed the comments. Let me just quickly check what's going on. Well, Groot, with regards to breakdowns, we don't want to push anyone away. You make your own mind up. If you can afford it and go for it, go for it. Live chat tonight, 8 o'clock. British summertime BST, which is 8 p.m. Paul, Charlton, WP Tuts and me, we are doing a live chat. Yes, like Brian said, 3 revisions max. You know, call it out, make it clear. Just reading the comments, you know, like Mark said, formal contract variation. Let's not go there, Mark. It sounds like we're now doing capacity planning. Let's not go there. Right, so Alex, right, let me just draw on something else Alex has said. You know when I said you do your homepage, Alex? You know when I said you do your homepage and they are okay with the layout and it is signed off, right? Then you do the mobile optimization for the homepage. You do that. So your homepage is mobile optimized and signed off by the client. Please don't forget to hit like. I don't care if you're not liking it, just hit like. So when you get homepage sign off, you've done the mobile optimization as well at that time. Not later, you do it then. Because every other page might be a duplicate of the homepage where you rearrange content and shit like that. Now, some of the mobile settings will follow through as well with your fonts, your padding on your sections and all of that. That's what you do. What you don't do is build the desktop website to the end, you get the tick, then you do the mobile. Because when you do the mobile, sometimes you sort of, things change a bit. Opinions, the way it's being built, right? So you do your homepage and your mobile optimization there and then. In fact, if you want to put in your, depending on how long it's going to take to do the website, you could even do your rank math then. But if it's going to take more than a day, don't do it. If you can do it within 2 days, start to finish, the whole website. We've done a directory website in 2 days. You can do it. Then do your rank math at the same time as well. So that's what you need to do, right? Homepage sign off, do your mobile. You get sign off on that. In fact, don't do your mobile until you know the homepage is fine. Because if you do the homepage, then you do the mobile, then the layout changes, well, then it affects your mobile. So get the look of the homepage done. Then you do your mobile, which, in honesty, mobile optimization is like, come on, be honest here. How long does mobile optimization take? About 10 minutes? If that. It's not that difficult, is it? It's about 10 minutes. And then you just make sure they're happy with the mobile. Then you move on. But you make sure you get an email back from them to say, yes, we are signed off. Or you use Atarim and you get them to sign off within there. Okay, right. Quick changes. Yes, Eddie, we hit 9,000. I'm really sorry, by the way, because I'm jumping around the comments here. I am going to be running a giveaway when we hit 10,000. There will be prizes and stuff we'll be giving away. Like a £25 or $25 Amazon gift voucher. Ooh. Right, there'll be that. Stuff like that. Just checking the comments. Scope creep can basically creep off. Right, Andrew? Do you know something, Melissa? You make a great point here. I made this mistake once with someone. So they said to me, what if I want this? And I was like, yeah, it'll take me 2 minutes. And then they asked me for something else. And I was like, yeah, I'll do that right now. 5 minutes. While you're on the phone, I'll do it for you now. Dun, 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 dun. Then they started asking for more stuff. And I said to her, you know, you're going to have to start paying for these. And then she threw it back at me. Yeah, but you said it only takes 2 minutes. You said it only takes 5 minutes. You did it when we were on a phone call. It ain't that hard. And that's when I realized exactly what Melissa is saying. Don't ever tell them it's a 2 minute, 5 minute job, because they will keep ramping up the work for you. They'll keep throwing at you. I'm not saying make up the time either. Don't say, oh, that took me an hour or half a day or whatever. Be a little bit genuine, but don't just say, yeah, that's a 2 minute job. Like if someone said to you, can you just change this image? You're like, yeah, 2 minute job, because it is a 2 minute job, right? bulkresizePhotos.com, WebP, dump the image in, boom, boom, boom. Bob's your uncle, auntie, or your friend. Because they will keep doing it then over and over again. So don't forget, 8 p.m. tonight, Paul, WP Tuts, we're going to be talking about the pricing of page builders. Alex, a Lego giveaway. What, like bricks? No. Just reading the comment. Yeah, thanks, Melissa. Yep, 9,000 subscribes. Yep, Brian, 12 minutes. It's not that difficult, is it? But if you've got a 10-page website, then it takes a while. But if you do it with the homepage, every other page becomes so much easier. Because you've already because you'll reuse your headers and your subheaders and your text right from other pages. You just dump it in and reword the content. You've already got the modified font size for the mobile or tablet built in, right? So you're cutting down the legwork easily. AppSumo voucher. Yeah, maybe. I'm still trying to work out some of the prizes we'll be giving away. I'm still trying to work out some of them. In fact, I can tell you what some of them are. So, I can actually tell you some of them are... Whoopsie daisy. No, I can't tell you what some of them are. Sorry, I've just got to quickly do something here. In fact, I'll share with you quickly. So here's what some of the prizes I've... Hey, Philip. Nice to have you here. Can you tell me what it is about Divi that I don't like? Do you know what? It was at the point in time when I was looking at Divi and Elementor, I felt more in tune with Elementor. The community, thanks RT for the congrats. I felt more pulled into Elementor because it had a really good community. There was loads of tutorials online as well. I mean, to be honest, the Divi tutorials online weren't the greatest, I have to say. So I just felt more inclined to use Elementor. Yeah, good point, Mark. 15, 30 minutes. And that's kind of what it is when you pass on the cost to the client. You know, 15, 30-minute increments. That's a really good analogy to make. I make the analogies, Mark, but yeah, I'll let you have that one. Look, right, yeah, Louis knows. I've said to Louis, let's do a live chat. 4 times I've asked him. Not once has he even discussed it. He keeps dodging it, keeps dodging the subject, keeps dodging it, which gets on my nerves. Yeah, so Mac, he's the one who's very good at his Divi, but my issue with it was it just didn't seem to be as much out there. I felt in terms of community, and let's say I had a question, let's say I got stuck, I felt there doesn't seem to be a lot of people kind of dealing with Divi. So I kind of got onto Elementor a lot more. Right, okay, so at the moment, let me show you. So, in fact, no, this isn't going to work. This is not going to work. Okay, yeah, this will work now. So this is what I'm thinking of doing at the moment. Okay, in terms of giveaways. So, is this big enough? Can you all see this okay? In fact, let me just do this instead. Let's just do that. Let's close that. There we go. Is that now big enough, right? Yeah, I think that works. So there will be a $25 gift card from Amazon. One. Hey Rajat. There will be a $10 Amazon gift card. There will be $5 gift cards. There'll be three of them. Three of them we'll give away. And by the way, to enter, you don't have to share Facebook. You don't have to subscribe. You don't have to do any of that. It's going to be so easy. You don't even have to share anything. It's going to be so easy to join, okay? So super easy. The sharing our stash documents, we will give away 3 of those. And one of our t-shirts, right? We'll have a link to our merchandise store. You pick one t-shirt. You tell us which t-shirt you want, and we'll get that delivered and sent out to you. But I'm trying to think up some more ideas and stuff to give away. But that's where I'm at the moment. Sorry if I've not said hi to anyone. If I've not said hi, just please remind me. Hey, Inderpreet. Hope you're okay. Don't forget to hit like, okay? So today's talk, I think, is going to be a pretty serious one. Home truths, issues. And we're not slating breakdance. I mean, we're not slating breakdance. Breakdance is really, really good. It's almost like Elementor leveling up. You could talk about it like that. The trouble is though, okay, how many people on Elementor buy... Yeah, do you want to see what the t-shirt says? Look, it says, can you read it? Right? So you're just the web designer. Isn't that what clients say? You're just the web designer. I'm a lawyer. You're just a web designer. Yeah, but you still need me. I might just be the web designer, but you still need me. Moi. Okay? So, yeah. I hate it. I really hate it. Hey, Matt. I really hate it when people do that. You know when you're talking, like an architect who was going to work with us, but they were taking the piss with meetings late at night and trying to negotiate the price down. And then they were like, yeah, but I'm the architect. You're just a web designer. And I was like, at that point, I went, right, I don't think we can work together. Then they started to back, oh, no, yeah, we can still work together. And I was like, no, we're done. I'm really sorry, but we are done. And I just cut the call off. It was a video call with him and 2 other members of his team, other architects. And I just went, no, we're done. Got an email from them going, look, let's be professional. And I went, professionalism, disappeared the moment you referred to me as just a web designer. You don't know my background. You don't know my history. You don't know my achievements. You don't know what I've done in my life, whatever. But the minute you just say that is like, I said, that just doesn't work, right? Because, we shouldn't look at people and say, you're just a bus driver. You're just a cleaner. You're just a shop worker. You just work at McDonald's. It's like going to someone and say, you're just an astronaut. Like, what? You're an astronaut? So, yeah. Do you know what I mean, Peter? So it's about that it's about respect, okay? You still need me. Right, so, right, let me just quickly check the questions coming down here. No, Mark, you're not getting a t-shirt. You got to buy one. In fact, no, Mark, if you buy it, any profit from that goes back into our accounts. So, yeah, go on, Mark, go buy it. Sorry if I'm a bit late on reading any questions and stuff, okay? Well, to be honest, Andrew, I'll be doing this competition or giveaway on the when we hit 10,000 subscribes. So when we hit 10,000 subscribes, then we're going to get it. Right, I'm just going to check a question that's come over here from David Lab. What are the stats of people buying a page builder just for building one website? Well, David, I don't have the stats. I don't even have the numbers. And I am going to ask some Elementor people. I don't think they'll tell me. However, if you think about it, a lot of people out there will be just going for one license. Just one license. Not everyone is an agency. In fact, now, you know, like if I was going to build a website for someone using, okay, let's say, I don't know, flipping hell, I can't think now. I'm losing my brain here, okay? Let's say I didn't have the Elementor 1,000 licenses. Let's say I didn't have that, right? And I got a client and we're going to use Elementor. I would be pricing that into their package. $49 a year. You pay it, you own it. Not me, you own it. Because if I drop dead, you still got it. If we fall out, you still got it. If we go our separate ways or, you know, stuff like that, you've still got it. So, because I asked this about 2 or 3 days ago, how many people here have got 1,000 licenses? So I want to know numbers now, okay? And it is okay. It doesn't matter if you've got a low number, all right? Please don't go, oh, I've only used 2 or 1. Don't care. Of your 1,000, how many have used 100? How many of you have used 100 licenses? Of your 1,000, how many have used 10%? Or up to, how many have done that? Let me know. Let me just quickly read the comments because they're coming in thick and fast. None of you are getting the t-shirt, all right? Unless it's part of the giveaway. By the way, Matt, I just saw your comment. I say this all the time, like I say it to Atif. Your family, your friends, your work, your life is more important than this live chat. Please always remember that. Please do not let your work or anything else suffer. If you can join along and hit like, I love it. We love it. But I always want you all to get on with your tasks and your work first and foremost, okay? Always. Always. I was going to do my Severus Snape voice then. Always. No, that's not how he says it. He says, always. No, it's almost like his voice comes out his nose, isn't it, Alan Rickman? Always. Oh, I can't do it now. Like Ed Miliband. Oh man, Mark, I can tell you now, you know this t-shirt, before I came on the live chat, I spent an hour on my bike while working. So this t-shirt was filled with sweat. Right? Sweaty sweat. Save the sweat, save the world. I could cure worldwide drought with how much I sweat when I'm on the bike. Right, just quickly reading the comments. Right, just reading the comments. Matt, Matt, I'm not going to argue with you, but don't ever let Elementor know that, because if Elementor ever find out, you'll be in trouble, so don't ever let them know that. So Rajat's used about 20, right? We've used 89. No, we're not. It's not 89. That was the old number. It's 92. We've used 92 of our 1,000. Because when clients come and go, your number, it goes up and up and up, and then it comes down a bit. There's always a bit of a like, you clients leave, or you don't need it anymore, or you give, you use it. So we've got about 92, right? Yeah, and we're on the $199 as well. Hey, of course, Philip, and watch it on replay. Watch the footy if you want, and watch it on replay. Oh, Brian, did you really have to go there with Alan Rickman is dead? Did you really have to go there? Oh, man. I tell you what, that was a weird... I think it all happened in the space of a week, didn't it? You had Leonard Nimoy, Spock. Then you had David Bowie. And then you had Alan Rickman. I can't remember the order, but I think it was in the space of a week or two. You had Leonard Nimoy, David Bowie, and then you had Alan Rickman. And I was like, shit. What a week. I'm sure it was all in the space of a week or two. So I'm just reading your question, Matt. So you said icon box. You want the icon to change color. You're going to have to add in some CSS. So what you'd have to do is you do not add a color for the icon. You leave it blank. And then in the CSS, you put in the icon color. And then you say that when you hover on the column or whatever, you have then the icon color changes or something like that. Yeah, I mean, David, do you know what, David? I completely agree with you on that. I just find, though, that what if you're someone who only wants to build one website for yourself or something like that? And this is what we're going to talk about in more detail tonight. Breakdance are asking you to pay... Well, look, should we put it up on screen? Should we put it up on screen? Right? Because this is... it's a very sore point, right? Let me just put it on screen, okay? If you want to build just one... Someone was arguing with me going, yeah, but 149 Unlimited is amazing. It's cheaper than Bricks. It's cheaper than Elementor. It is amazing. I went, yeah, I get that. But what if you only want one website? What if you only want one website? You're still paying 149 for one. So one website. You're building a website for a charity. Get me on this now, right? You're building a website for a charity. Elementor is $49. Bricks is $79. 149. And no, but Doherty's. What I'm trying to say, yeah. Well, it's Bricks is. Oh no, sorry, you're right, Doherty's. You're right. I said that wrong. It's not cheaper then. Well, the 1 year cost is cheaper, but over a longer period, Bricks beats everyone for the cost, right? So this is what I've said, Carapaz, $79. Now, Raja, I've got to stop you there, Raja. You're not allowed to do that, okay? You're not allowed to sell $10 for Elementor Pro, all right? That's, if anyone takes you up on that, I can't stop them, right? So I've got to put this one out there, yeah, Raja. If anyone takes you up on there, I can't stop them. That's between you and them. However, you're not allowed to be selling them on like that because you're in breach of tons of terms and conditions. Okay. Right, just quickly checking the questions before I go back onto breakdance. Yeah, exactly, Mark. That Louis' comments there about that is just totally wrong. Now I want to come back onto it, Rajat. If you had people part of the care package and you then gave them a license at whatever cost you do it for, that's different. Hey, Soren. but you can't be passing it on because there's loads of people who go, yeah, I've got Elementor Pro. I'll sell it to you for $5, $7, $10, this dollars, whatever. You can't go down that route. Right, okay, back to this, okay. I want one website. I'm a charity, or I'm building a website for a charity. They're going to pay $149. That is right now, but do you see what it says here? Look at this. Sometime soon, the cost will be $349. You can't ignore it. You cannot ignore that. So I'm building a website for a charity. I want to use breakdance, okay? I'm going to say to the charity, pay $349. Raja, trust me, yeah, it's been advertised a lot that you're not allowed to do that. It's if Elementor ever find out that's happening, they will shut down your account. They will delete and shut down your account completely, and you'll lose everything. So I'm building now for a charity. Can you all see my point? Can you see where I'm getting at? Some people have said to me, oh, Imran, shut the hell up, right? $149 a year, unlimited websites. Woo! It's all amazing. Yeah, but what if you don't need unlimited? You only need it for one website. The thing is, though, Erling, the reason why this has cropped up is because, like, look, let's go back 2 years, right? In fact, let's go back to the time of COVID kicking off, right? Lockdowns everywhere. And people were going, hey, I'm going to do a web design agency. What shall I use? Or I'm going to create a website because I've got to be online. What do you think a lot of people were moving towards? Elementor was winning the market. Elementor was like monopolizing and people were going to it. It was clearly true because of how many websites were using it. The numbers were going The number of people joining the Facebook community The amount of tutorials out there, people watching them, it was going up and up. But that was two years ago, 2.5 years ago. Hey, George, that was 2.5 years ago. Elementor was the leader, right? It still is the leader. But right now, we have others coming through the ranks, right? We've got Bricks. We've got Breakdance. They are, I think, and they will do. They will disrupt the market. They're the disruptors. They're the two velociraptors running through the grass. Right? Right, they're coming for you, okay? Well, the thing is, Eddie, is that, like, so the point I keep coming back to is that, what if you're building a website for someone who isn't going to pay that? And what Louis keeps saying is, why does it matter? Just tell the client to pay it. Why does it matter? And for me, it does matter. And I'll tell you why. I do care about my clients, because I feel like if you miss out on this now, and this then goes up to $349 a year, after 3 years, that client will have spent over $1,000. I care about my clients. I care about where they're putting their money. And I think they're going to struggle. I think they're going to struggle on that. So all we're saying to Breakdance, and this is where we've had people kicking us for this and throwing stuff at me about this. I'm not saying change your price here. If you want to keep it at that for unlimited, do it. I'm not saying that. What we're saying to Louis is you gotta have a price for one website. So Bricks have got let me just go to Bricks Builder, which was there, right? The Bricks Builder pricing is $79. Yes, it's lifetime, but $79 for one website, or $199 for unlimited. So what I've said to Louis is, if you want to charge per year, fine. If you don't want to have lifetime, fine. But you got to offer a one website solution as well. You can't just go straight in with the unlimited because it's like not everyone's going to want that, you know? And it's a bit like, okay, look, let's say you go into McDonald's, right? And you only want 6 chicken nuggets. You only want 6 chicken nuggets. But they say, we only sold a 20 nugget box. You don't want the 20 nugget box. You're hungry, but you don't want the 20 nugget box. And you can't store it because you've got to get to the office or whatever. And you're going to stink and your bag will stink. And they go, no, you can only have the 20 nugget. You got to pay extra to get the 20 nugget. But you only want the 6 nugget. So what you're doing is you are removing the fact that there will be people who only want it. And I really do think that all Louis got to do is just offer a one website solution, right? Look, if I was using Breakdance, I would, without a shadow of a doubt, go for this. Maybe go for this. I'm not saying I would, but I maybe go for this. But they've got to offer a one website solution as well. Yeah, pedo. Chicken nuggets, right? I agree. I mean, to be honest, David, I mean, he is focusing on the agency, but then it's a bit like, you know, I mean, if he's trying to challenge Elementor, hey, Francisco, if he's trying to challenge Elementor and win their market, I just, you know, I just think that they're missing out on a huge chunk of the market. You know, and I think they should do that. And you also got to remember is that a lot of people are still unhappy about what's happening with Oxygen and where does that sit. Let me just quickly check the questions, though. I've missed a few here. So the whole history with Oxygen has left the bad taste for a lot of people. I mean, totally, Pat. You're absolutely right. It's his business decision. All Paul and me doing are debating. All we're doing is debating what it is. So to be honest, though, Pat, it's a bit like if right now Elementor said, right, we are now going to change our licenses to be double what they are. If they said they were going to be double what they are, me and Paul and others would debate it, right? If Elementor said, right, when Elementor got rid of the community hub, I debated it. When they had an issue with their 3.7, I debated it. So the debate thing, it's not that we're against breakdance. I think breakdance has got loads and loads of legs. I seriously have. Don't forget to hit like, all right? It's a good thing to hit like. So debating a business is exactly what you should be doing. So all we're doing is calling out that they should consider a price for one website. Agencies will go for the 149. That's fine. But I'm thinking of the one-man band person or the charity or someone who they feel more... They move towards breakdance, but, you know, come on. What if, like, that 349 kicks in 2 months' time? 349. Just for one license, they're going to have to pay that out. So what they do in terms of their business is entirely up to them. Seriously, it's entirely up to them. But I think they seriously need to consider an alternative. Right, let's stop talking about breakdance. Just check the comments. Hey, Jake, sorry I didn't say hey to you. Raja, I don't think Wix and other page builders are catching up. I've had 3 people in a week who are with Wix who are now moving over to WordPress. We're not building for them, but I've been giving them advice. They are moving over to Wix. So yeah, we're not going to... Right, we're kind of done with breakdance now. Just checking the comments. But yeah, I mean... one of the things I would hate is if Elementor ever became more like Wix or Squarespace or Shopify with a closed infrastructure. I would really hate it if they ever kind of went down that road. By the way, Learn IT, it's okay to leave, all right? To be honest, there'll be stuff we talk about on the live chats that not everyone will like, okay? So it's completely okay to leave or anything, because I think sometimes the conversations we have on here are so varied. And I'm sure when I talk about Pepsi Max, there's going to be people, or burgers, people ain't going to like that. Well, to be honest, Pat, it's not a waste of time, Pat. It's not a waste of time. And it's like I said, right, it's like we're just discussing and debating. It's just like if bricks suddenly increased their prices by $10, but, you know, or if Elementor go and do something really crazy, you know, that completely wrecks the system, or a feature that's not needed. Do you know what I mean? You know, and it's, so I think it's like, I mean, we're nobodies. We're nobodies at the end of the day, but it's more about debating like pricing, features, Divi. People are saying that Divi are catching up. What if in a year's time we're now suddenly go, oh, Divi is worth looking at, kind of thing, or even Gutenberg. I'm not a fan of Gutenberg. I'm really not a fan of it, and I know people that like using generate blocks and quickly, and they talk about Spectra. I really don't like it. I'm not feeling it. In 2 years' time, as WordPress gets involved in all of that, who knows? Then Gutenberg could be something we start talking a bit more about. At the moment, I just feel like the solutions where you pay for stuff, I just feel like I'd rather be using Elementor kind of thing. So there you go. George is saying that Divi is caught up to Elementor. There we go. I mean, George, when you say that, obviously because you're a power Divi user and you use Elementor a lot, when you say it is caught up, would you say it really is caught up? Would you say it's really there yet? Or would you say it's maybe better than Elementor or nearly there? What would be your thoughts, George? Give us a bit more detail about that. I mean, look, Pat, what I would say, yeah, is, look, I'm not going to get into an argument, okay? But please do remember, it's my flipping live chat, right? You're not paying me for it, you know. So if we do talk about XYZ, we will talk about XYZ, and I make no, how do I put it? I'm not here to please everyone. So what I would say is, look, don't worry about it. But if you don't like it, you don't have to join in, all right, with the live chats. You don't have to subscribe. Like the last few days has been about breakdance, and that will probably continue, I think. But we will talk about Divi. We will talk about anything that comes on the agenda. In fact, the next time we know there's a new... Well, I'm pretty sure I'll be talking about the Black Panther movie. Hey, did anyone watch She-Hulk? So the new Marvel show, She-Hulk, it was... I really wanted to like it, but I felt like there were lots of missteps in it. Like it was good, but it was borderline okay. In fact, it was borderline good. It was more okay. It didn't get me massively excited, and I hope it gets better as the show goes on. And I really didn't like the ending with the way it just... And if anyone's not watched it, watch it. But it was a bit like, huh? And I know we've got to wait till episode 2, but if anyone's watched She-Hulk, I felt it was... I feel like the TV shows with Marvel have been... They started off really good, and now they've kind of gone like that. Anyway, that was the Marvel shows. But like what Mark said there, yeah, Louis has been very rude with his replies, and I've given him an opportunity. But don't worry, I have said, yeah, do you know something, Pat? I've said to him, come on a live chat 4 times, and on all 4 occasions, he's kind of just ignored me. But yeah, but don't worry. Yeah, Divi... So, so I nearly went towards Divi, and then I started looking into Elementor more, and that's when I realized, you know what, Elementor is easier, better community, more tutorials, and I felt more like, yeah, let's go for it. Yeah, who here? Just reading the comments, Mark. Yeah, I mean, it was good, Mark, wasn't it? It was good, She-Hulk, but I felt like there were a few missteps. It felt quite rushed, that first episode. It was like quite quick, but I suppose they were just getting the backstory out the way, weren't they? Just checking the comments. Right, so George is saying nothing in Elemental Pro that you can't do in Divi. That's quite good. I mean, to be honest, though, Artiv, She-Hulk is a comic book character. They haven't just invented her out the blue. She does exist in the comic book system, right? You know, the history. And she is a member of the Avengers as well. So I think they're leading, you know, they're going towards getting that group all set up for the next Avengers movie. I mean, I don't want to discount breakdance, by the way, everyone. Yeah, I think that breakdance has got a future. It has got legs, like a millipede. They just need to think about their pricing model a little bit. Yeah, Dipanshu, watch the replay or join in tonight's live chat between me and Paul, WP Tuts, 8 p.m. BST, where we're going to be talking about the pricing of page builders and their models and da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Do you know something, Raja? I agree. I feel like the VFX team must be working night and day at the moment. House of Dragons, Fat J. Is House of Dragons good? Me and my wife were like this. Shall we bother? Because I felt really let down by the final episode of Game of Thrones. I was really let down by that final episode. But, yeah, okay, I'll give it a go. Why not? Hey, why not? Mark. Yeah, it was kind of rushed a bit, Mark, the whole She-Hulk. Yeah, Jason, that's my kind of thinking at the moment. Elementor, bricks, I will shadow run that, build stuff, test stuff out and all that. Absolutely, Mark. That is what I want as well. I'm really hoping we get World War Hulk. I want World War Hulk, right? I want. To be honest, though, if you have a lot of the Avengers fighting Hulk, it's going to hurt, isn't it? You're going to hate it when you see people you like hitting each other. That being said, though, World War Hulk will be amazing. Webflow, if I'm going to be honest, Webflow, I've never felt a big interest going into it. Not because I'm just like using Elementor. I just felt like, I don't know. I just didn't feel it. I really didn't feel it. You know, so people that use Webflow do say it's great, but you know Dave Foy, he went from WordPress to Webflow, and I think he realised, because he did it in his chat with Paul, that you don't have the community, and it's probably more of a like possessive, obsessive community with Webflow, whereas with WordPress, thousands, millions of people, experts, developers, designers using it. Like right now, I'm pretty sure everyone here uses WordPress, right? Is there anyone here who doesn't use WordPress? It's okay. Say it if you don't use WordPress. Ah, yes, Matt. So, Matt, did you go from season 1 to 4? Wow, Matt. I mean, like, that must have been an experience, right? If you just went from season 1 to season 4 all in one go, Matt, like for Stranger Things in 9 days, wow. That is like blipping awesome. No way, Mark. 720p. Shit, Mark. 720p. That's like, 720p on the TV. That's going to kill you. Yeah, Mark. So Dave Foy, he's working with, I think it's WP 101. They commissioned him to do a tutorial, which if you're part of their monthly subscription, which I think is $19 a month. I think it's $19 a month. You get access to the course. So, yeah, Dave's just done that. Funnily enough, though, I released my one-page site tutorial, which is 2 hours long. I don't know how similar it is to what he did, but I go through the settings, plugins, header footer templates, single post template, your post archive, offset query, designing, tips for the mobile, responsiveness, stuff you should look out for, custom fonts, bulk resize photos.com for your images. So yeah, that video came out today. So go to our channel and you'll see it. Elementor site tutorial, 1 hour, 58 minutes. Go and watch it. Go and watch it. I've not really used those, Francisco. Pub quiz Matt. Very clever. Very clever. Yeah, good point, Fat J. I mean, the fact we had the ship at the beginning, the ship from Sakaar, we had that ship coming, the Sakarian ship, almost feels like the end of She-Hulk will end with Hulk being taken back to Sakaar. And we haven't been told about loads of the films for season phase 5 yet. And I think one of them will be World War Hulk, most likely. Oh, Mark, that video took 3 hours on Friday, 8 hours to edit on Saturday. Then there was the writing the timestamps. Basically, it was close to 14 hours for a 2-hour video. 14 hours for a 2-hour video. So I've noticed that Bricks is quick. It's quick. The website flows well. The page speed performance is super fast. Super good compared to Elementor. So you can't deny it. You can't deny it. Okay, we've been live for just over an hour. I'm going to call it a day now in about 2 minutes. Mainly because I've got other stuff I want to get on with. And I've realised now that when I'm talking, I don't get as much done. I used to, but now I don't get as much done because the comments and talking and all of that. And I want you all to get back on with walking, visiting the loo, eating, talking to your friends and family, getting on with your work, your clients, watching other videos, and hitting like. Okay? Yes, Mark. By the way, Mark, kudos, man. You did a lot of work, Mark. And I was like, wow, this has got, But I suppose it was a great way to learn, wasn't it, with Bricks and Breakdance. Okay, look, everyone. Tonight, 8 p.m, WP Tuts, we are going to be talking about pricing. And if you didn't enjoy today's chat, maybe you won't enjoy tonight's. But I think Paul and our take and the cost of page builders and stuff like that. Elementor 3.7.2, I have done that, Artif, and they are fine. I've done it. But then again, my websites don't have Elementor add-ons. So Elementor Pro, they're all updated, mate. And I was totally fine, Artif. Cheers, Peter. Background noise, which is different to the humming of bees. Right. All right. Will it be recorded, Matt? Yes, it is. WP Tuts, his channel, the video will be available after the live chat, bit like how our videos are. So if you don't watch it tonight, go and watch it tomorrow. Don't forget to click like. Oh, quick question from Soren. Right, now Soren, your question about gzip and Brotli encoded, I have to be honest, I'm not sure about that one, Soren. I'm really not sure about that because I don't really know. I'm being really honest. You might need to Google that one. It's 8 p.m. BST, not GMT, BST, British Summer Time, which is 1 hour ahead of GMT. So double check the BST time zone. Take care, Melissa. British Summertime, Raja. Or go to WP Tuts. Go to WP Tuts' channel. Look, let me put a link, okay? Let me put a link, all right? It's easier if I give you all a link, right? So just stay there, you annoying people. Stay there, right? Click on this, right? And then you can say notify me. So you'll get notified when it's now live, all right? Okay? Click like if you haven't already. Anyway, look, take care. I will see you all soon. Enjoy the rest of your day working, and I hope we catch up tonight because I think it's going to be a great debate. I think it could get quite, not political, but, you know, I think we're going to have people that agree and disagree and up for a fight. And I hope Louis joins. Louis, if you're watching, come on, let's debate, you know. Don't just do it via chat. Let's talk it out. All right, take care, everyone. See you soon. Bye.